Yo, excuse me, man. All right, so it's your boy comedian Leon the Jokester. I told y'all this has to be my last video, man, because the donut shop, Daylight Donuts, will be closing pretty soon, and I gotta get my glazed donuts, man. We got a documentary we're doing, and I gotta have my donuts in my system. And this guy tends to sell out pretty fast, and so I need to go ahead and do this video and then I have to rush up the street to get the donuts before they close because I'm telling you, it's the only donut shop in the proximity. And people go in, they get dozens of donuts, and it leaves me with just donut balls. I'm 39 years old. I'm not eating no glazed donut balls. I need a real man-made glazed donut. Okay, so we don't get right into this, man. So stuck in your past. This was a message that was on my heart this morning to share with you. Um, Speaking to everybody, man. I know my videos are supposed to be geared towards the youth, but this is for everybody, man. I mean, I was talking to my dad the other day, and he was doing some really bad stuff. I'm thinking at the age of 68, man, you shouldn't be doing stuff like that, bro. Getting over on people and taking advantage of companies and stuff. And so, I just believe that sometimes people make bad choices in life because they're still stuck in their past. It's that old mindset. So if you're doing something for 20, 30, 40 years, eventually when you get older in age, that's locked in. It's not that when you get 60, 70, 80, 90 years of age, you're supposed to be doing bad stuff. You actually could be doing good stuff. It's just all about your mindset, right? Your choices in life. What did you do in your life to prepare for your future? Okay, and so and it's kind of funny too because if I'm in my 60s, 70s, 80s, or 90s, I'm probably thinking about going to heaven. I'm not thinking about like what bad stuff I can do right before I die. That's just kind of crazy to me. But anyway, um, one thing I realize is that when I talk to people, whether in my neighborhood or at church or just in the community, I notice two things. Either a person is talking to me in the past or they're talking to me in the future while we're presently having this conversation. So, what that means is like, let's say, for example, someone had a really rough life, really rough life. They felt like, they were less than, they missed opportunities and they kind of allowed that to mold who they are. It was like a internal transformation that took place in their heart. Well, what happens is if you meet this person, you have an encounter with this person, that individual is going to take you backward. So everything they talk about is going to be like, oh, 10 years ago, this person got over on me. 20 years ago, this person took advantage of me. 30 years ago, they're always in the past. And so then there's other people I talk to, like business executive directors who have struggled with things, but when you're talking to them in the present moment, they're like, Leon, we want to go this direction in the future. Leon, we want to make $1 million over here by next year. Leon, we want to open up this business over here. So I see the difference. They're looking to the future because the future is bright. But if a person has too much, I guess, hurt and pain and trauma or whatever that they may have gone through, it's hard for them to press forward because they're stuck in the past of what happened to them, what the people have done to them to make them a victim in that moment. So what I like to do today is just kind of encourage you to don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams and your goals. You may not even have dreams or goals. Some people that are stuck in their past, they don't have dreams and goals. That's why they're not working towards anything. That's why they don't see a bright future. I know people that are up in age, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, right? Because I used to do nursing home ministry. Uh, they, it's interesting because you could be in a nursing home, you could be in a retirement home. When I go to the nursing home, it seems like a lot of people are just there waiting to die, like living with no hope. And I'm like, man, like you still have life, but if you didn't plan for your future, then the nursing home will be the nursing home, if you know what I mean. But then I'll go over to another place, like a retirement home. It's like $300,000 to move in, $1 million in your bank account. and the crowd looks a little different. Everybody's still up in age, 60 to 90 years of age, but their attitude is different. Their demeanor is different. They're just kind of like, we made it. Like, but that doesn't mean that they made all the right choices. No one is perfect. We've all are imperfect people, but I don't want you guys to miss my point. They're like, oh, well, if they're old and they got money, no, because I know a lot of people that are up in age and it's not good. So I think that, at the end of the day, when we realize it's not good to be stuck in your past, you have to find something, if even if it's just one thing that you can look forward to in your future. There was a time in my life where I didn't like what was going on. I didn't like my environment at all. So I stayed stuck in the past. Everything was like the blame game. Once I grew up, I got older, I noticed that, oh wow, I have a plan, I have a blueprint of something. I started working on it. It became a success. Now I couldn't wait to get up. I'll be up 4 or 5 in the morning working on my blueprint. That's because I see the future is bright. Like, so that's what I'm trying to encourage people to do. Is like, write down some goals, write down a vision, and work on it, and then move forward into your destiny, into your calling. Make sense? Okay, that's all I wanted to say, man. Don't be stuck in your past. There's a lot of people stuck in the past, and they end up in prison, they end up in jail, they end up bitter, with an unforgiving heart. Don't do that, man. When you stay stuck in your past, but if you find something you enjoy doing, find one thing for starters, right? You find that one thing and then you capitalize on it and you work on it every single day. And then, because ideas are gonna come. I mean, this morning I came up with 2 new jokes for my stand-up comedy career, and just blew me away. And so now I have something to work on. So I'll be working on that, preparing for my future. Okay. And so that's how the cookie crumbles. So you guys have a good day. I'm going to get my donuts. I'm for real. I gotta get them donuts.